Describe myself in 2 words, rich and unemployed. These stones cost 2 birds. Let it count it when she bored. Deposit hit, checks clearing, ayy, nothing void. I know that ain't my ex calling, null and void. Where we going? Money going up, money counter. My money going up, she still counting, ayy.
All right, welcome again to the Rich and Unemployed podcast. And today, man, we got a very, very special guest. We got Ty. You go by Ty, right? Lamborghini driving, diamond chain wearing. Tell him what you do, bro.
So, you say my name is Ty Burney. I'm the CEO of a company called the Wealth Builders. And we educate people on financial literacy in the areas of credit, drop shipping, e-commerce, real estate, and like foreign and forex and trading and stuff.
How long you been doing this, bro?
Going into right now my 4th year.
4th year. And what do you teach people?
So basically, I kind of learned all the subjects and put courses together to teach other people. So this journey was probably about a year of straight grinding, like straight consistency. Because I got into credit because I had a whole bunch of medical bills on my credit report. You know, in college, they don't teach you nothing about credit. So I'm getting credit cards, swiping away, got into an accident, medical bills, you know, going crazy or whatnot. So I got into credit because I had like a 500 credit score and I couldn't get approved for nothing. And I didn't realize how important credit was, so I got a little older, right? So I started educating myself on credit, and I took my credit score from like a 500 to like a 740. And I started like teaching my family, so I helped everybody in my family get like a 720 credit score. And I kind of turned that into a business in itself, just started repairing people's credit and educating people on the actual concept of credit, getting the right credit cards, how to leverage credit, how to travel for free, how to get free groceries. Just the right mindset behind credit.
You said you got yourself to 740, right? What was the first thing you did with your credit?
The first thing I did with my credit, I actually leveraged it, and I bought my first property.
A house?
Me and my friend we had found a house on Zillow, bro. This was about 5 years ago. We found a house for like 35 bands, right? $35,000. And I was like, darn, but I also had like $50,000 in available credit. And he did too or whatever. So I was like, bro, let's leverage our credit. So I manufactured, leveraged, took the money off the credit card, and we went and bought the house. We split the house $15,000, right? And it was about $20,000 that we had to put into the house. So basically, I just leveraged my credit, and we sold. The house was $30,000, about $15,000 for a rehab and, you know, do little stuff to get it looking nice. And we end up, so it was like $50,000 in, and house sold for like $110. So so when we got the money, we split it down the middle, paid my credit card back, and I had like an extra free $40,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this it right here, bro. Like, and that what made me understood OPM and leverage. Like I said, I started teaching people.
Did you continue from there, buying more properties?
I bought one more property after that.
Yeah.
But after that, I stopped because, like I said, I started getting into trading, educating myself on. I got introduced to forex maybe like a couple of months after that. Like I said, I didn't take it serious in the beginning, but I was looking at my friend, man. He just seen a whole bunch of numbers, and I was like, you know, $3,000-$4,000. I was like, what is this? Like, bro, I'm learning this skill set. Well, he hadn't learned at the time, so I got first. Like I said, I didn't take it serious, man, but I stayed consistent with it. And I remember I made my first $2,000, and I was like, this is real. And I started teaching my friends, and they started teaching other people. And next thing you know, I became a 6-figure trader.
What was your biggest loss you ever took?
To be honest with you, bro, about $65,000.
In what, a day or what?
In like 2 days. And that happened, bro, because I was over leveraging. Like, I was trying to, like, I was over leveraging basically.
Being greedy?
Being greedy, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't have to take that loss, but it came with a major lesson. I would never in my life do that again.
So when you took this $65,000 loss, like, did it like discourage you from like, you know what, fuck this? Like, how long you was trading before you?
Before about a good year, and like I said, I knew what I was doing. I just, you know, I tell everybody with trading, you ain't gonna win every trade. Yeah. And I over leveraged. I knew what I was doing, but that also could have been a $200,000 day. So, but the market, like you're saying, it ended up going the wrong way, and I took that L. But I learned a valuable lesson, right? I learned that everything that I go through in life, I don't look at it as a loss in a sense,
right?
Because I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. And that $65,000 lesson ended up making me a multiple six-figure trader. So it's like either take that $65,000 and stop right there, or continue going and not to make that mistake again. So I could have stopped at that point. And now, first I'd have been, SOL out of 65,000, but I also took that lesson and I turned into, I turned it into something successful, and I didn't quit. So it was bittersweet.
So I know about Forex a little bit. I studied it for about 6 months. And do you trade like the same pair? Is your strategy like the Euro versus USD, or like do you just play around with all of them?
I actually trade anything that I find a setup for. Like I was saying, even it hadn't been Forex allowed me to learn how to read charts, and then I got into crypto, like started getting into options and just traditional stocks, and that skill set of learning how to read a chart. Like I said, I can trade anything. So it doesn't really matter like what pair it is. If I see it set up, I'm gonna take it. So and that's in anything. So like I said though, that skill, man, it taught me how to trade anything that got a chart.
Do you trade for other people?
I used to. I used to trade for other people, and I kind of stopped. Like I said, that was mad at me too, because I was making them a lot of money. But when I kind of started becoming the CEO and starting an organization, I didn't have time to do both. So I stopped trading for people.
A CEO of what?
The Wealth Builders.
The Wealth Builders.
Yeah.
So is that the MLM? Tell me about this MLM.
So like, I don't like to call it an MLM.
It gotta,
when you use that term MLM, man, people just like that. But I was a part of. I understood it. I understood that what network marketing means. And I understood network marketing makes the most millionaires. And I was a part of these other companies, but they products suck. And I was like, you gotta like sell a dream or a lifestyle to somebody to get them to join. And I could never, I was raised off certain morals and characters, and I'm not about to tell nobody, hey, you do this, you're gonna get rich tomorrow, because that's not the case. So I was like, you know what? When I learned all these skill sets, learned how to trade, got involved in e-commerce and real estate, I was like, you know what, I could put a program together. And also, while people are learning this skill set, they can actually get paid to show somebody else. So just say, for instance, if you got a 500 credit score, right? You join a program, 2 months, you don't learn everything you need to learn about credit. You got your credit repair, you hit the right data points. Say you get your first American Express card, right? 60,000 points. You're traveling, you might get a free flight or free groceries or whatever the case may be, right? Say if you go back home or something, you post that like, yo, I went from a 500 to a 720 credit score, right? Maybe somebody that's following you or they know you in the same situation with a 500 credit score, and they know you personally. You post that, what's the first thing a person gonna ask you? How, bro? what did you do?
Right.
And now you have something to show them. Instead of like somebody asks you what you got on, right? Down the Gucci sweater. Where you get it from? I got it from Saks, right? They don't go to Saks and buy, but you're not gonna get paid off of it though, right?
Right.
But why not get paid off of something that help you change your life? And that what made me put the network marketing aspect in there. So not why only you becoming the better version of yourself, you get paid because of that. It's like a reward for changing your life, right? You know, the thing goes, focus on yourself until the focus is on you. You focus on yourself and build value up within yourself. And now, you know, people are exchanging money for value. So you get paid to help. Basically, you get paid from you being a better person, because now you can help somebody else.
How did you even think of this? How did it like come up with how?
I mean, because like I said, man, I did a lot of network marketing companies, man, and like I understood the concept, but the product it wasn't there. So I was like, if these people can sell tea and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's tea.
Right.
What about financial literacy that it's actually changing people's lives? It's actually helping people live a better life. You know, having confidence. You know, breaking generational curses. You know, helping you chase your dreams. Right. Imagine if I can do that and help people get paid to do the same thing. So you're creating 5 sources of income in my organization. You got your credit, right? You leveraging that. People leverage credit to start businesses. You're trading that, you're making money every single day, right? Like I said, in school, they teach you how to make money, but they don't teach you how to grow the money that you have. So not only am I teaching you how to make money, I'm teaching you how to grow the money, right? How to compound, how to leverage. So after you get to that point, it's like you became this amazing person, and like I would say over 60% of my business have made their first 6 figures with the Wealth Builders because of what we teach them. And also at that point too, with the network marketing side, you get paid for sharing this, for helping somebody. And like a lot of people like, bro, Ty, that was a genius, man.
That is.
Yeah, I know. But I was just like, man, it was a vision, man. I would say like God just gave me a vision, man, and I just took that responsibility and ran with it, and I never looked back.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I actually have a master's degree in engineering.
Yeah.
I did computer engineering for like 3 years.
Went all the way through?
Yeah.
Finished it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
I went
get
to
it?
Savannah State, and I went to North Carolina.
Did you get a job after that?
Yeah, I did. I got a job working for Johnson & Johnson, and I did that for like probably like 4. I did like contracting work, and I worked for Johnson & Johnson for like 4 years designing medical equipment.
So what made you transform into this entrepreneur? If you had a master's degree, you got a good job. Like, what made
I was making about 85, 90K as a 9-to-5 person 5 years ago. If you don't know about entrepreneurship, you making that kind of money, you think that you made it in this.
Yeah,
I'm 25 at the time.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, and I talk about this all the time, man. I saved my company, what made my company an additional $3 million because I came up with a process that saved them money from scrap rate, well, production, right? I created a product, I created a system that had them minimize like scrap, which meaning making products and it be defective and they have to throw it away. Mm-hmm. So I got a system that checked for stuff before it actually went into the next process, and it was saving them millions of dollars. So I remember when I introduced the project, the first 6 months, it saved them like $4 million. So when they do the quarterly little appreciations, they call me up to the front. I'm thinking that I'm about to get a big check or something crazy, some stock. They gave me a $25 gift certificate to Longhorn after saving them $6 million. Bro, I didn't at that time, bro. I thought it was a joke because I opened the envelope up. Thank you, Mr. Bernie.
Yeah.
Such a great asset to our company.
Yeah.
And it was a $25 gift certificate, and I was like,
what the hell am I supposed to do with that?
Bro, I went on my lunch break and I never came back.
For sure.
Yeah. And I remember my supervisor calling me and he was like, yo, you coming to work? First it was like 1:30. He was like, Mr. Bernie, where you at? I said, home. He was like, you coming back to work? I was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Then he looked, he said, why? I said, bro, I feel used.
Yeah.
I said, man, they let me know how much of an asset I was, but I wouldn't get paid for it. Mm-hmm. So basically, I became an asset to somebody else instead of an asset to myself. So I was like, if I'm able to save a company $6 million off my own intellect, imagine what I could do for myself. Mm-hmm. And at that point, bro, I quit and I never looked back.
And that's when you started working on credit and got your first crib?
Started working on credit, started learning how to trade, and got into real estate.
How you really feel about college?
I mean, I learned college to me, I think it's needed because it does give you structure. Mm-hmm. It teaches you how to how to be disciplined in a sense and have and be able to move with society in a sense, right? Because just say a person come from the country or a certain area, man, you go to college, you build with friends, you learn how to carry yourself, you learn certain things in college. Mm-hmm. So from that aspect, I say college is very much needed in a sense. But I also could say, while you in college too, with the mindset I have now, I'll be building my network, and I'll probably be selling products or something, and building my business. Because guess what? You're around thousands of people daily.
Yeah.
So I say, when I do have kids, I'm gonna teach my kids. I don't mind going to college. Go to a big university with 20, 30,000 kids and build your network.
Mm-hmm. Be social.
Build that network. And we all know what we say, your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
You got all these people you got access to. Become a person of value. Provide value to people.
Name the top 3 people, your top 3 friends, and how do they influence you?
Okay. I'm gonna say my mentor, her name's Tyra. She has been such a blessing in my life, and she kind of helped me go through the journey.
Yeah.
And just having the right mindset, and I'm a real spiritual person too. So I always believe in God, and I put God first in whatever I do. And having that, going through that process, it's a lot. Going through entrepreneurship is a lot. So having that mindset to able to continue when things don't work out the first time. Mm-hmm. That. Have another mentor, I would say his name is Solomon, that kind of multi-millionaire, and kind of showed me the ropes about business, and how to move, and dealing with business, and being a CEO, it's a lot of parts. My payroll is crazy every month, and just learning how to keep your emotions out of situations and understand other hundreds of people are involved, and having that mindset and being and leading the right way. And also And I would say, well, it's all my mentors. My other mentors the same way. He's a multi-millionaire as well. And he kind of taught me about business. I would stay on the phone with this man. He's worth like $200-300 million. And I would stay on the phone with him for hours, just him giving me like the skill. Because at that time, I couldn't talk to nobody about, that type of capacity of business because I didn't know nobody that was doing that, right? So it's like having these people kind of help me be able to be here 4 years later. And then I have my personal friends now. We brainstorm and keep together, like Mitch, Fitz, like Gooch, Chris, like a whole bunch of people, right? Like we all kind of like keep each other sharp. And your environment is really everything, bro. Because like, I never been big on social media.
Yeah.
And like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, hanging around Mitch, Pushman Mitch, bro, like that man got me out of my comfort zone of getting in front of people because like, bro, you gotta show you, like, you gotta do X, Y, and Z. But it was like, I didn't do that because I didn't really have to, because I had, like I said, 5,000 in my program, marketing it for me. So I really didn't have to get on social media much.
Right.
But it was like, I understand it was needed because like I said, I have value.
Right.
So I understand that, like, okay, I gotta give the people the value in a sense. So yeah, so all those things and people have like influenced me, and even the people within my organization. Because one thing about it, I have people within my organization, my friends, just the people that's rolled within the wealth builders. I even learn from them as well, man. So I'm always open to grow. I don't never get into a situation like I feel like I know everything.
Right.
I don't.
All right. So speaking on mentors, at what point did you figure that you needed a mentor?
When I was going through the journey, figuring out, because I look at a mentor as like, it's a cheat code, right?
For sure.
And think about this, and I use this concept about everything. See if you traveling, right, before GPS was out, you use a map.
Yeah.
Say if you make a wrong turn, you get lost. What's the first thing you're gonna do, right? You're gonna pull over to a local area gas station, walk in there, ask somebody who's familiar with the area.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to go to Shell gas station, the nearest Shell, whatever the case may be, right? Just say Walmart or something, right? Pull up to a Shell gas station, I want to go to the nearest Walmart. They're going to be so exact with you.
Yeah.
Go to here, make a left, travel 3 miles, make a right at the third traffic light, because they're familiar with the area. So it's like, why continue driving around, making mistakes, looking at the map, wasting time when I can just go ask somebody who's familiar with the area. Same way in the mentorship. If I'm a millionaire, or if I know somebody that's a millionaire, or that has this type of success that I want, why spend all this time trying to figure something out when I go straight to the source? I can go somebody that's familiar, that's familiar with where I'm trying to go. So it's shortening my learning curve. And maybe I would never did what I did now without a mentor, because these people have been there. So it's easy for me to ask them a question and be like, hey, I'm trying to X, Y, and Z. All right, go do this, do X, Y, and Z. That may take me 2 weeks to do instead of taking 8 months and making mistakes. So a mentor is extremely important, because you're in a space where you know nothing about. And we're here to guide you so that you can get to your goals quicker, so you can live a better life longer.
Do you have any mentees?
Yes, I would say everybody in my program is a mentee, like 5,000 people.
So they got access to you.
Honestly, bro, a lot of people do have access to me.
Yeah.
A lot of people do have access to me. And I don't even look at it as like, if I be super busy, but if I'm able to help somebody, I will. And I do a lot of like company calls and like Zoom calls where I just let people get on the call and we talk about mindset, and I let them ask me whatever question they want to. Because I always want to like, and one thing I learned about being in this position, being a CEO, being a millionaire, I remember where I used to be.
Right.
I remember when I was starting out, and people that I knew could help me, because you wasn't who you were yet, they kind of shied away from you. And I was like, when I get in this position, I would never be that person. Because look at me, look at me now. Guess what? Some of the people that I looked up to, I'm making more money than them now. And it was like,
what a feeling.
Yeah. So it was like, I would never be that person. So it's like, I don't care, bro. If I got the time, I'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And because like I said, though, I always told myself, and I said, God, you just work out for me, I won't be, because I know how that felt.
Yeah.
When people did me like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would I become that person and do the same thing?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from a place called Gordon, Georgia. I say about 30 minutes outside of Macon, Wilkinson County. I come from the country. So
Yeah.
A lot of people, when I say where I'm from, they're like, what is that? But I be like, I stay outside of Macon. They be like, I know what Macon is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You ever go back?
Yeah, I do.
With a
I spend a
Lambo?
lot of time. Now, I don't drive a Lambo, man. I got a couple of cars, bro. So
Yeah.
I don't drive a Lambo. But I also go. My auntie stays in Madonna, and my sister stays in Macon. My mom live in Texas, so I spend a lot of time with my grandma.
Yeah.
I literally just went down there like a couple of weeks ago, and I spend a lot of time with her. So I just be. It's not the best neighborhood. I just be in there and be out. So
I only asked about the Lambo because, I mean, it's like when you see the car, bro, it speaks wealth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then coming from a poor town like that, it could kind of give the wrong perception. Or like people could become envious of you just by looking at it. Like, how does it even feel to even drive that? Or just to come from that little town, like I bet you ain't never even seen a Lambo growing up.
Oh, no, I haven't. I never seen a Lambo. Honestly, until I moved to Atlanta.
What made you even get it?
It was my dream car.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it on TV. I used to watch MTV Cribs a lot.
Yeah.
And I see like that stuff inspired me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I want to know what it feels like to drive a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
And I got to a space where actually I was able to purchase a brand new 2021 Lamborghini.
2021.
Yeah, man. It was a great feeling just to sit in there and like,
I did it. I really did it.
And like and honestly, bro, making money, it's not even about the money for real. It's like I told people about the experience that you gain.
Yeah.
Honestly, having that car has put me into so many rooms.
I bet it has.
When you pull up somewhere, people first thing gonna ask you, what do you do? Mm-hmm. And I'm ready to talk.
Yeah.
Guess what? I got value.
Uh-huh.
So you never know. There's an exchange of information at that point, right? There's an exchange of value, and everybody want to be around people that got money. That's something that we can leverage each other, gain from.
Right. Because you look like a rapper for sure, and I guess the difference is between a person that's doing illegal shit and they pulling up like that, like they don't want nobody really asking them what they do, but you
I'm
ready
to tell you,
you ready?
Because I be ready because I know where I came from. Like I come from like bro, like super poor. Like I grew up in like a 3-bedroom trailer with like freaking 16 people in it in a sense, right? But when you young like that, you don't know because you around family, right?
It's regular.
So it was regular to me. So I never ever had that luxury to act any type of way, but come from love, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get to a space where I just want to chase my dream and help people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and now when it comes to money, it don't bother me. It doesn't make who I am because I'm led by something different. The money is just something to allow me to help other people, take care of my family, and like people like stuff. People like stuff like this. So I go somewhere. I'm proud to say, no, I'm not a rapper. I'm proud to say that I educate people, I impact people. I'm proud to say that because I may not look like your typical person that's a motivational speaker that does TED Talk that changed 1,000 lives around the world. I may not look like that person, but that's gonna give people that look like me, like, yo, I don't have to go down that route. And think about it. I'm thinking longevity. I don't want to make a little bit of money now. I'm financially smart, and I build myself up. So I got the skill set where I can make money every day for the rest of my life, and I can teach other people. And I'm proud to say that I became that person.
What do you like? What are your spending habits? Like, do you just blow through money, like, or do you?
Yeah, I mean, man, I have to, bro. It's. I mean, when you making money, man, and like when you have a skill set, like I might go shopping, bro, and spend $10,000-$50,000.
Yeah.
And I know I can make it back the next day. Or I can go somewhere, or, and I got my Lambo, I put a lot of money down, I went and did it up immediately, and bought a couple of cars, take care of my family and stuff like that. So I honestly don't care about money.
Right,
People that know me, like, I would do anything for anybody because I don't really care about money because I have a skill set to make it. Like, I've taken crazy losses, man, and people be like, yo, you did what? I was like, yeah, but it was like, I have the mindset to make it again. Right. So like it doesn't really bother me, and I don't ever want to get to a point where I can't have something. I like taking care of my family. I like eating what I want to eat. I like doing certain things. I don't want to limit myself because I don't feel like God put us on this earth to limit ourselves. Right. So it's like you grow to be this person. So that's not an option. I mean, that's not something that's not something that bothers me. Yeah. Because it's like it's just money. It's a tool. So you become the person where money comes to you,
Tell me about this $600,000 loss you took. I need to hear this.
Bro, I had something, transparency, I had something going in my business that wasn't caught, and we ended up doing an audit, and I was just looking at something. I was like, bro, something not right. I got other businesses, and I was like, the business on this side, it ain't 1 and 1 ain't equaling 2. So we did an assessment, did an audit, and and I have eyes on my system and things like places that was something that went wrong with a software that I was using that had a glitch in it, and people kind of like intentionally took advantage of that. And basically, like I said, network marketing piece, I was paying people a lot of money that wasn't coming in. And, you know, being like $600 something thousand. And you know, it hurt me. I ain't gonna lie, that was very painful, but I had to keep going.
Yeah.
Cause it's like I can't stop. I stopped, and I you know, all the people in the world I'm impacting, that mission stopped. And people like, bro, like how, like, yo, what do I do? Stop and forget about the rest of my, you know, let 1 second ruin the rest of my life, or continue to grow and learn from it. Yeah, it was a big mistake, but you know the saying goes, it costs to be the boss.
Very
And
true.
I understand what that means now, because it's like that lesson. I looked at it, it's like, okay, it happened. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. Like, bro, it hurts to even think about it. But it's like, okay, I gotta keep going. And I understand that you don't know how your experience, you don't know how valuable it is to help somebody else. You never may know. I may meet somebody one day, mentor somebody, and tell them to check certain things so they don't make that mistake. So like I say, everything that I learned, every loss to me, it's not really a loss. It's only a loss if I don't learn anything from it. Because maybe when I get to 20,000 people, 50,000 people, that $600,000 mistake could be 10 million.
Yeah.
So it's like, learn the things now. And it's like, you know, God gave me a vision. Like, I couldn't quit. Like, it was painful, bro. But the next day I had to continue to impact people.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop because, you know, I took that responsibility. I took that assignment, and I had to keep moving forward.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I took like a $25,000 loss. It wasn't nothing like that. I felt like somebody stole something from me, bro, and I was depressed. It wasn't because of the money. It was the fact that somebody actually stole something from me, bro.
And I think with me, it was more about like, yo, I pour into people so much, and the fact that you would want to do something like that to somebody that's giving you all this value, just would do anything. Like, literally, people that know me personally, bro, or like you, just ask, I would do anything for anybody. It's just my character or whatever, right? And the fact that you would do something like that, that was more hurtful than the money.
Yeah.
I look at money, when you have that type of money and mindset, you're gonna make that money back. I mean, it may take a little second or two, but it ain't, I still got my health. It ain't the end of the world, right? But it's the fact that you did that to defraud somebody that actually is giving you this type of value. It only take for me, it took from the people that I care about, my educators, my people, my family. It took from that. And it's like, you know, I had to, you know, it was a hard pill to swallow, bro, but I had to keep moving.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, it took me about a couple weeks, bro. I ain't talk to nobody. I ain't wanna do nothing, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This happened like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Were you able to find like who these people was?
Yeah,
or what?
I mean, I'm going through the process now. You know, it's a process, working with the actual company, finding the person who actually started from. So, you know, and I live in, you know, I do what I do. I'm leaving in God's hands, man, and you know, hopefully I can make it back times 10.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's a valuable lesson, and you know, it comes with business in a sense, you know. And you know, some of my friends that got bitten, he was like, "Oh, Ty, so you know, I took a $3 million loss one time." Like, Brian, you know, I understand that. You know, you had $20 million at the time when you took $3 million loss. So it's different. I'm growing. I'm getting there. So that hurt me a lot. Yeah. Like I said, though, I got to keep going.
Gotta keep going. Can't let it discourage you from helping other people.
Exactly, man. So I was like, you know, one thing I learned about being a CEO, bro, and being a business person, bro, like, as you move, you got to connect yourself to a higher energy, bro, because it's like I can't expect somebody to move how I move, right? Because think about a relationship or a situation, right? Somebody do you wrong. You may go into the next situation hoarding those feelings, and that room you may need to be in and actually get that value may be the person that's going to resonate with you and go. But if you go in there like holding back, you may not be able to get that connection that you need. So I always tell people, like, during entrepreneurship, just give and don't expect nothing back, because you have to connect yourself to a higher energy, because going through that way, you can't stop providing value. You can't stop. Like, you can't stop. So I can't let feelings hold me from my mission.
Oh, man, listen, Fitz called me, bro. And I told him about the situation. He was like, "Listen, bro, I know what you're going through, but," he said, "your purpose is so much bigger than that." Bro, he's like, "You gotta keep going, bro. You just can't even think about that. Put that shit in the past and keep it pushing, bro. Don't even think about hurting nobody." He's like, "You too big for that." And I really had to just let that dwell on me, like, man, and swallow that pill. Like, you know what? Fuck it, keep pushing.
And that's one of my mentors told me, like, Ty, always when you're moving like that, and just connect yourself to a higher energy, because what people may not, when you start expecting stuff from people, they let you down.
Yeah.
Like I said, you start to hold back for the next situation when we're not here for that. You gotta keep going because you're bigger than that. It's like God gave you this vision, this passion. You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And you just gotta keep going. Cause you're not, it's when the mindset and the vibration is different. Like, so I can't expect you to treat me like when I do stuff for people or whatever, I don't talk about it. And if you don't do it back, that's cool because I didn't do it to get something back.
Right.
It was my mission to do that, so I keep going.
That's what's up, bro. What about this TED Talk? I want to know how that came about when, you know what I'm saying, you weren't really known. You didn't have social media.
Nah, man. When I did TED Talk, bro, I probably had like 2,000 followers.
Yeah. How they even find you?
So I never really like been big on social media, but certain people knew who I was in a sense and knew what I was doing. And I was involved in a motorcycle accident in 2009, man, and it almost cost me my life.
Yeah.
And I was in a coma for like 20 something days, bro. And I remember like a couple of days they wanted to pull the plug, but I ended up waking up the next 2 days. Yeah, and I was in the bro. I literally like broke like 30, 40 bones in my body, bro. I was in a cast for like 4 months, and I was in the hospital for like a year.
Yeah.
And bro, miraculously, bro, like the doctor told me I had a 5% chance of living a normal life. Bro, I made 100% recovery, bro. I went through therapy every single day for like 2 years. I had to have like 30 surgeries to repair. I broke bones, legs. I had brain swelling. I had to take like a year off of school. This happened when I was like going into my junior year. I had my friends who wheel me around in a wheelchair in school and stuff like that. And it wasn't about that. It was like I was able to go through that process and come out on the end. And I healed from all that. I healed from all that. So people that knew my story, like, you know, when I told it to a couple, because I never talked about it at first. It took me like, if you didn't know me, if you didn't go to school with me, you really didn't know, because I never talked about it, because I don't know about, you know how we is. I don't know about philosophy. I didn't need all that, because it happened, I got through with it, moved forward. So it was like, that's all my mindset. It happened, I don't want to keep, I don't want to be in that vibration, that low emotion at that time, because I'm past that. Yeah. So I don't want to go back down memory lane in that low place. Yeah. So I never told nobody in a sense. So, you know, people that would start hearing, I'm like, bro, you need to tell your story, it inspire people. And to me, I knew it was major, but I was just like, you know, whatever. But I was like, bro, people don't go through stuff like that. Yeah. Like literally in the cast, in the coma and then the doctor tell you having a 5% chance of living a normal life. Like I ruptured my arm, like almost amputated. My arm was literally almost amputated.
That's where you got a big scar from?
Yeah, that's where I got a scar from. And on my leg, broke both my ankles, my legs, my arms, spleen. I got a scar like a deep where the handlebars like pierced my thigh. It was crazy, bro. And I made 100% recovery. People like, yo, how did you do that? Like I was like, the mindset, bro. Like I understood that if I stay in this low vibration state, it's not gonna help me. So it's like nothing's good is gonna come out of where I'm at right now. But I was like, yo, if I try and I just keep pushing, who knows what can happen. There's still a chance though. But it was like a lot of people get in a situation, they just sit in the misery, right? And never even attempt to make better, right? Yeah. And I was like, you know, the doctor told me, mentor, guidance. The doctor told me the things. I said, okay, what I need to do he was like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta go through therapy, you gotta have this surgery, you gotta have that surgery. I was just like, okay. Like I mentally prepared myself to go through this process, and that process was about 2 years, a year in the hospital and back and forth through therapy, you know, 2 times a week. It was a lot, bro. But like I said, it was days I cried some days, but it was like, I gotta keep going because this will have more of a side. I'm 22 at the time. I'm like, yo, this will have a more of a psychological effect on me now. Wait a minute, when I'm 30 years old, I'm in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. That would be more, I'm paralyzed for the rest of my life. That scared me. That would have a more psychological effect on me than anything. So I was like, okay, with this 5% chance of what I gotta do, I'm at least try. I'm gonna at least try. So man, one day I was just like, you know, my whole goal was folks don't get better every day. Yeah. And I was like, one day I'm gonna use this story to inspire people. So no matter what you're going through, it's up to you. Cause some people just give up. They just quit and just take life as it is and never try to like fight it. Right. And never try to change their mindset or like just do certain things to at least to try. And you don't never know when you try what can happen, but you do know what'll happen if you don't try. You're gonna be in the same situation. So I was like, if I don't do anything, I know for a fact I'm gonna be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. I know this for a fact if I don't do anything. But if I could try, I don't know where I end up at, and I was willing to take that chance. And I took the chance, and voila, I was able to heal, probably in better shape than I am now than I was then. And people that heard that, man, I had a guy reach out to me. He was like, yo, people need to hear your story. Yeah. And I did it, and people was like, whoa, bro. And it was like, you know, and it kind of started from there.
Man, that is so deep, bro. Like, who
so I'm like, yeah, man, people be like, when I talk about it, I'm like, bro, you went through what? I was like, yeah. When I remember I first told Fitz, he was like, what?
That's how I'm looking.
Then he read the story. He was like, bro, like, why you? I said, man, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm good now. I said, you know, I'm good now. But I understood that story let people know, like, it ain't over, bro. Like, just because you go through something, that don't mean it's the end all. And I was at that time, like, I'm not going to let my current situation be my final destination. Mm-hmm. And like I said, bro, that mindset, man, it just had me go through all that. So even at that time, man, I ain't going to lie, bro, I knew I'd be talking to people one day. Yeah. And helping people. I just knew at the time I envisioned myself speaking in front of people, telling my story and helping people. Yeah. Even in my worst situation.
Damn, bro.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But I'm glad you're still here, bro. Because hearing that shit, like, you only got a 5% chance of not like being normal.
Yeah, literally being normal, bro. Like, I could have had one arm, been like Captain Hook around here. Could have been in a wheelchair. Could have had brain. Could have been a lot of things. But like I said, man, that mindset, bro, I was like, I refuse to like let my life, I'm 22 at the time. Yeah. Like, I refuse to let my life be like this. Let my day-to-day life depending on somebody else. Not about to happen. Not about to happen.
Man, that was a great conversation, bro. That was a great conversation, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Listen, tell these people how they can find you.
You can follow me on Instagram at WB Burney. You can go to the wealthbuilders.me page, and, you know, you ready to get your life changed, man. We here to help you. Let's go.
All right, man. Listen, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment.
Thank you for having me too, bro.
Man, for sure, bro. Yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all. Bro, that was fucking deep.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow, nigga.
That's why I say, you know, a lot of people want me like, really? I should be like, man. But, you know, I already know you're a solid person.
Yeah.
So, like, let me go out there and get in, bro, man. So it'd be crazy, though. It's like, being like how I started this company, being touching my first M from where I come from, bro. I know it resonates with a lot of people. Like, bro, I'm a nigga at heart, bro. Like, I come from the slums, and it's and all the shit I went through, like, bro, ain't no excuse. Like, you got one life to live, bro. Ain't no excuse, bro. That's why I say even taking that L, bro. This literally just happened like 3 weeks ago. Nigga, I had to keep going.
I swear when I took that L, bro, it like I don't want to say it on camera, but somebody literally broke into my shit, bro. And like, I'm like, what the fuck? It had to be somebody close to me.
Yeah, it had to be.
And I'm like, man, you know what, bro? I can't trust nobody. Everybody that's around me, I'm watching them, like every move, I just couldn't, like, damn, I helped so many people.
Yeah,
and
that's how I feel, bro.
25,000, like,
you help so many people, bro. Just get your shirt off somebody's back, man. And people, that's why I was saying, bro, you gotta connect yourself to a higher source, man. Because if it was up to people disappoint you, they do things, but it's like, you gonna hoard that feeling, and it's gonna stop you from receiving your blessings or helping the next person. Yeah. So it's like, hey, man, you gotta take the good with it. I mean, they say pay the cost to be the boss. So
for sure.
Gotta take the good with the bad. I mean, the bad with the good.
Bad with the good. That what's up, bro?
I think that people gonna like that.
Nah, people gonna fuck with that one. The educational part, but definitely like your story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was real. And a lot of people could relate to that, bro. Because a lot of people just want to give up on life.
Yeah, they do,
and
man.
It ain't really that tough. It ain't really that hard.
Nah, bro. When I be hearing people stuff, man, about what they go through, I should be like, I don't try to downplay their situation either, because they went through that. So it may be, I always tell you, it's all respect, bro. Never downplay somebody's stuff, but I like to kind of tell mine and let them know, like, hey, man, I understand what you went through, but you're still here. Yeah. You still you got another day to become better. It's like, yo, if I take a loss, say if I jump off a bridge, like, at least I go to the next day, I got wake up the next day, I got another chance to make it back. Yeah. So when you think like that, it's like, man, I hate having that mindset, bro, because it makes me continue to move. Like, I be like, yo, what I supposed to do? And it kind of sucks because it made me move through our life carelessly, in a sense. Yeah. Because like, I was hurt, bro, but I was literally on hurt for like a day or two, because it was like, okay, how do I fix it now? It happened. who I need to contact? What do I need to figure out? What lawyer do I need to contact? I'm at that point now, like, because I can't see him be crying and doing all that crazy shit. Now I time to, you know, that made me be that lion, bro. Because it's like, bro, it happened. Boom. How do we fix this?
Yeah.
Find out who did what. Who I need to contact. Get lawyers involved.
Yeah.
Gotta move like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, or sit there and go in and stay up on and go up on the cover and stay up in there 4 or 5 days. That's not solving anything, bro. It ain't solving nothing.
Yeah. I've been through it. I ain't gonna lie. That was exactly what I did, bro. I ain't pick up the phone. I was just laying down.
And guess what? If you had the right mindset, you probably would have, you know, did some situation or pushed harder to make that back times 10.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? And one thing that Leah made me do, it made me kind of start another business. So it's like, okay, and that business that I might start, that's another source of income that I probably would never did if my back wasn't against the wall. Yeah. So you don't never know what made you go do something else because you lost that 20. It could have been like, you probably like something that you put out, like, I gotta get my money back. So you probably learned something and started something and shit, you know, made that money back time 4, 5, time 10.